Arcade is fire, but if I can make arcade with my own voice, then like I'm not trying to be finessed. Bruh, what's good everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make hyperpop melodies with crazy vocal chops from scratch. Something in the style of Outtatown, Starboy, and Lil Uzi. And before we get started, make sure to go tap in with me on social media at inquires. But let's lock in. Alright, so this is what the melody sounds like. It kind of reminds me of I'm Sorry or Celebration Station from Eternal Take. It just has like simple ethereal chords with crazy bouncy vocal chops. And some of you guys might have heard this loop already because I previewed it on my Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on there, make sure to go tap in with me because I post a lot of like behind the scenes stuff and just like snippets and stuff. Also, if you like melodies like this is actually one of the loops from my new loop kit that I just dropped called Lucidity. It includes 20 hyperpop kind of ethereal sounding outer space type of loops. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll put the link in the description for you guys to check out. So yeah, the most interesting part of this melody is obviously the vocal chops, which is actually my voice, and that's the point of this whole video because like I want to show you guys the sauce. So this is what the vocal chops soloed sound like. It definitely reminds me of like a Starboy melody just because it has that like chopped up kind of bounce. But yeah, this is the real scary moment because I'm about to expose myself. I'm just making some like jungle noises, but like it's kind of hard. You gotta make some like jungle noises, but it's still worth not paying $10 a month for arcade. Before I get into how I juiced up those vocal chops, I wanted to show you guys the main melody that I laid down. You want to first have like a main melody laid down so then you can sing on top of it and like harmonize and be in the key. Because if you're like singing on top of nothing, like it's gonna be pretty hard to follow like any melody or anything and put that on top of chords. You're gonna be on your Ice JJ Fish shit. So first I got this Pluck from Dune 3 called Progressive Pluck RL. Shout out RL Stein. But yeah, I just laid down this really bouncy pattern with it. It sounds super complicated, but I'm pretty much playing like the classic hyperpop, like super cringe, you know, chord progression, like. But obviously I juiced it up because, you know, you can't be having a juiced efficiency out here. So I'm pretty much playing F sharp major. And I'm arpeggiating it like that. And then I'm playing C sharp major like this. So I'm arpeggiating C sus4 and then, you know, resolving it. And then I'm going to the minor chord, which is D flat minor. And you know, with the delay on that, it kind of makes it super bouncy. And then what I did next is I put it up an octave and put some effects on here. So mainly it's halftime, you know, just to slow it down, make it more atmospheric. And then I also put Filter Freak, which kind of makes it sound more bouncy. So this is what it sounds like after all the effects. So then I just layered the same melody with these bells. You know, layering is really important because then you can build like crazy soundscapes. So I just put that in the mixer and panned it to the right and put a lot of reverb on it just to make it sound really wide. And then also I added this Pluck for my one-shot kit, like a super kind of digital sound. And then I just copied the same melody into here. You know, it's like really in the background because I put a lot of effects. Mainly I just bandpassed it and then also put a lot of Valhalla. And then I put Pancake, which is actually a free plugin. It kind of makes it pan around the ears. So now all the melodies put together sounds like this. Now it's like a really rich and well-balanced sound because like there's a lot of plucky sounds, kind of high attack sounds, and then a lot of atmosphere also. You know, now we have like a really rich and biodiverse atmosphere. So then I just hopped on the mic and you can see I freestyled a lot of stuff. This is the most fun part of it because you got to use your imagination and try to make the most creative sounds possible. I mean, you got to listen to like some Cardi and just get inspired. Jump on that beat. So then what I did is I just kind of picked the best chops out of there and made this little comp. Like, bro, it's like already so hard, like no effects. Also, what I like doing when I make vocal chops is like make a new arrangement here. So I just do add one or I cloned the arrangement. So I have like 2 different arrangements to go back from, because I don't want to like delete these in case I want to go back and choose like a different part of it. So obviously first thing I did is put some auto tune on it, like pretty high retune speed, and mainly I just transposed it up an octave and also format shifted it down a little bit. After that I put some CLA 2A, just compressed it a lot. Honestly, it's okay if you like completely squash the sound, because it's gonna be in the background, so it doesn't really matter if the dynamic range is whatever, blah blah blah, you know. And then I bandpassed it just to cut out like all the lows and highs. You know, you really want to just tug it in there. It doesn't have to be like too present. And then I put some vocal writer, which basically just kind of automates the volume. Next, one of the coolest plugins that I put on here that gave it a lot of sauce was Goodhertz Lossy 3. This kind of simulates like compression on like a lossy compression. It kind of gives it like a really bad internet connection effect, where it's like basically your signal is being like over compressed and like data is being lost. It kind of sounds like people with Androids on like, you know, Snapchat. So they actually have their own plugin now, which is crazy to me. That kind of made it really glitched out. It kind of gives it like a really weird gate effect. And then I put some Valhalla with this huge synth preset. I actually like this preset a lot. It gives it like a cool ambience. My favorite part of the vocal is like this little part right here. That the part where the vocal kind of jumps up, it sounds really dope, and that inspired me a lot because it literally sounds like that one Uzi song. It just happened randomly, like I wasn't even planning for it. And then next I put Effectrix and put really subtle kind of effects, mainly some filter and like some scratch loop stuff, just to, you know, make it more bouncy. And then finally the last effect that changed the sound a lot is Looperator. I just put these little loop things right here just to kind of make it more chopped up, and you know, this actually gave it that Starboy kind of Lil Uzi sound. That's pretty much what a lot of the vocal chops on Eternal Lil Take sound like. And again, this was kind of random. I was going through some presets and like a couple of the loops kind of hit different, so I was like, damn, that's hard. That's the main part of the melody. You know, the vocal chops go actually crazy, but with all my melodies I like to add a different section, like a B section. So I actually added this synth from Sour. So the preset is actually called FG Pro 52 from the leads section, and it sounds like this. It's like heavily phased out, and then I played this pattern with it. This added a really cool section, and then I, you know, brought these bells back in, so it adds a lot of bounce. So next, honestly, the craziest part of this melody is this ARP that I added from Poison. The preset is called ARP, it wasn't time to, and it sounds like this. Like, the reason this pattern sounds crazy is because I'm not really repeating the chords. I'm not playing it like... I'm more like playing different cool intervals that emphasize cool colors in the chords. This really dissonant interval, and then I'm adding the 5th. And then here I'm just playing, you know, the 1, 9, 3. And then same over here, I'm just playing it an octave up. Anytime you play the 5, 7, and 1, it's gonna sound crazy because like crazy colors right there. So then I just repeated that, and then you can see these automations. I brought in Halftime and Valhalla, and then it kind of made it sound like this. And then the rest of the melody is just pretty much letting it ride. And then I just kind of stemmed it out at the end just to let people like arrange it the way they want. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole melody. And honestly, with this one, I spent way more time like sound designing and doing effects and stuff than actually playing the melodies, because like I just wanted to make everything really vibrant and colorful. So you got to like spend a lot of time tweak with the effects. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. As I said in the beginning of this video, if you guys like this loop, it's actually one of the loops in Lucidity. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, the link for it is in the description. But yeah, I hope you guys learned how to make crazy vocal chops for your melodies. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to run it up, you know, give it a like, comment below what you thought of it, and also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. But that's all I got for today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.